Welcome to News Around, where the heart of Turkish entertainment beats with stories that move, inspire, and challenge the norms of fame and love. Before we dive into today's story, don't forget to subscribe, like, and tap the join button to support News Around. You won't want to miss this one, a declaration that has turned the glamorous world of celebrity romance into a battlefield of values and conviction. In a glittering industry where passion often burns out as quickly as the lights fade after filming, Sıla Türkoğlu has done something few dare to do. She has set boundaries, and she has done it publicly, gracefully, and unapologetically. The beloved actress, known for her powerful on-screen presence and unshakable principles, made headlines after a bold statement during an exclusive interview for a leading Turkish fashion magazine. With serene confidence and a gaze that betrayed no hesitation, she said the words that would soon ignite an entire national conversation. "I won't live with him if we're not married. Love doesn't need haste, it needs commitment." It wasn't just a sentence. It was a manifesto. Within hours, her statement became the most discussed topic across Turkish media. Newspapers printed it in bold. Talk shows dissected it, fans and critics alike took sides. In a time where modern love stories often chase instant gratification, Sıla's calm defiance struck a chord and, for some, a nerve. The atmosphere of the interview reportedly changed the moment she spoke those words. The crew fell silent. Even the interviewer, used to the polished diplomacy of celebrities, was caught off guard by her authenticity. Sıla, who has long kept her private life out of the tabloids, decided it was time to speak, not to feed gossip, but to silence distortion. For months, rumors had circulated that she and Halil İbrahim Sayın, her co-star and rumored partner, were searching for a shared home in Istanbul, preparing for what the press called a pre-marriage cohabitation. But Sıla's response was as precise as it was personal. "I have nothing to hide. But I don't want anyone inventing stories about me either. I don't have to do what everyone else does. My story is mine, and I'll live it my way." That phrase, elegant yet firm, became her signature in the days that followed. Supporters flooded social media with admiration. "She's brave," one comment read. "Finally, a woman who doesn't bend to trends." Another wrote, "Sıla proves that elegance is not just in appearance but in principles." Others, however, accused her of being old-fashioned, arguing that such ideas belong to another generation. But Sıla was unshaken. On her Instagram stories, she posted a brief but piercing message that silenced critics in a single stroke. "Being true to yourself never goes out of style." Behind her poised demeanor lies something deeper, a personal conviction shaped by years of observation and quiet reflection. Sources close to the actress reveal that Sıla and Halil are indeed in a meaningful relationship, but one currently facing defining choices. "She loves him, that's not a question," a friend shared. But she also believes love should be built on the right foundation. "It's not about fear or image, it's about principle." Rumor has it that Halil himself has been supportive, even ready to take the next step, though professional obligations and media pressure have delayed concrete plans. Still, insiders insist that their connection remains strong, perhaps stronger than before. "They're not rushing," one insider explained. "They're preparing." For those who know Sıla personally, her stance is no surprise. She has always believed that real love doesn't demand proof, only patience. As she told the magazine, "I grew up in a family where love was expressed through actions, not promises. You don't need to live with someone to know if you love them. If love is real, it can wait for the right time." Her sincerity struck a rare chord in an age when love is often measured in followers and filtered posts. She wasn't performing. She was simply telling her truth. Here at News Around, we admire voices that stand out in a world of noise. And if you value authenticity as much as Sıla Türkoğlu does, take a second to subscribe to our channel, click like, and join our growing community. Your engagement helps us bring more stories that remind us what true strength looks like, especially when it comes wrapped in grace. For many fans, this was the first time Sıla spoke about her relationship without dodging the questions. Though she refrained from confirming specifics about Halil İbrahim Ceyhan, she allowed a glimpse into her heart. There are people who enter your life and make you feel at home. But even love needs roots. It's not built overnight. It was a poetic way to describe a love that has evolved under constant public scrutiny, one that has weathered both distance and devotion. Meanwhile, Turkish entertainment shows couldn't get enough. The following morning, every headline screamed some version of the same idea. Sıla Türkoğlu's condition for love: no wedding, no cohabitation. Sıla chooses tradition over trend. Halil and Sıla, bound by love, defined by principles. In a culture constantly balancing between modernity and tradition, her words resonated with an unexpected power. She became a mirror reflecting a question many had forgotten to ask: what does commitment really mean anymore? True love, she said during the interview, isn't afraid to wait. It doesn't need rehearsals. If it's real, it knows when the time is right. The journalist who interviewed her later confessed that the atmosphere in the studio shifted completely, as if the room held its breath. For a moment, celebrity melted away, leaving only a woman who dared to speak about love with integrity. She's teaching a generation that love isn't measured by proximity, one viewer commented. It's measured by intention. The effect of Sıla's words extended far beyond entertainment headlines. Relationship experts and social commentators even began referencing her statement in debates about the evolution of modern love in Turkey. Some praised her courage, saying she had restored dignity to the conversation around relationships. Others, of course, saw her approach as symbolic of a clash between conservative ideals and modern lifestyles. But whichever side one takes, no one could deny one thing: Sıla Türkoğlu had started a conversation that was long overdue. She's not chasing a media-driven fairytale, said one of her close confidants. She wants something real, lasting, meaningful, and built on trust. She's not willing to live halfway. If you're enjoying this story, don't forget, here at News Around, we believe real love deserves real storytelling. Tap that like button, subscribe, and tell us in the comments. Would you wait for love like Sıla does? Do you think her decision is timeless or too traditional for today's world? Your thoughts fuel the conversations that keep this community alive. As the interview concluded, Sıla left one final thought, a sentence that now lives in headlines, social media captions, and hearts across Turkey. In the days since, as the world continues to speculate about her and Halil İbrahim Ceyhan's next step, one thing has become certain: Sıla's stance has already left a mark far deeper than a wedding ring ever could. She has reminded a generation that love without respect is hollow, and that self-worth is the foundation of any lasting union. And that's all for today's story here on News Around, where emotions meet truth, and celebrities become human again. If Sıla Türkoğlu's courage inspired you, make sure to subscribe, leave a comment, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss our next deep dive into the world of Turkish stars. Until next time, remember, trends fade, but authenticity never does. This is News Around, and we'll be back soon with more stories that remind us love, when rooted in respect, never goes out of style.